Hey guys, welcome back to RWB TV. A bunch of information to be getting into in regards to the players, the manager, everything. Before anything, please make sure to like and subscribe. Give me your opinions on Man United at the moment. It's a whole madness right now, even during the international break. Look, first things first, apparently the team is not training this week. I don't know what's going on, but it seems like the players are taking a break. And look, this could be one of two things for me. It's either they are planning to sack Solskjaer, or it could be a case of, I'm pretty sure the mood there is not good at Carrington. I mean, we've had poor games. And look, I can imagine the mental state of every player there is not in the best state. So, look, it can be one of those two. And right now I'm in a position where I remember the Liverpool game and the Atlanta game, I kind of said both. I thought he's going to be gone. But then I said that after that Atlanta game, it shows you the standards right now of where the club is at, because how can we settle so well for a draw? Because obviously if we would have lost that game against Atlanta, we would have been in a dangerous position. We would have had to go to Villarreal and really win. But it seems like the standards are just on the floor right now. And look, if I'm going to be completely honest, I think Solskjaer is probably going to stay for the Watford game. If he's not gone within the next couple of days, he's going to stay for the Watford game. And if I had to give my prediction right now on what he's going to do, just, vaguely with the team, I think he's going to play a Van der Beek and a Sancho, a right wing-back. We've heard the news that apparently Sancho had been playing as a right wing-back the last couple of weeks, even though he hadn't been used in that position. And I think right now what the mood is and the opinion of the coaches and even Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is that they're not very happy with Wan-Bissaka, our right wing-back. And look, this is kind of common sense. We knew Wan-Bissaka wasn't going to be great going forward. But to be honest, in my complete opinion, and honest opinion, I think he's pretty good going forward. I think his final decision-making is not the best. I feel like there are times where he goes into that, that position near the box where he doesn't have a good decision. He tends to drop back and then pass backwards or sideways. He doesn't really cross when he should, even though we know his ability is not great when crossing the ball. But when you're in that position of going down the flank, you need to cross, or at least cut in and then pass and make sure one of Bruno or Ronaldo is outside the box and they get a shot in. But it seems like he doesn't even he's not brave enough to do that, or it could be coaching as well. I mean, we don't really know, but in that case, he's not good in that final decision making of getting that last ball to the box, or if he's going to cut in, skill past the player. Because he's quite skillful, Wan-Bissaka. I've seen some games in the last couple of games where he's kind of been one of our best players, Wan-Bissaka, except for the City game, he was quite poor. But in other games where the team wasn't great, I think he was one of our best players. And it showed that he has the ability to go past players and attack, but he doesn't have that. His final decision in the end is not very good. So, look, I think Sancho playing our right wing-back is brave. He's going to have to work a lot harder in that position. But I think also that, look, I think Van der Beek is going to be introduced because we've also heard that Pogba is going to be out 8 to 10 weeks with a hamstring injury. So, look, what does this mean for the team? I think, look, he's not going to be able to go with McFred every single week, every single game. And I think he's desperate. I think Ollie's really desperate. We've seen him go to a 5 at the back. I think now is going to be a new stage where he's going to have to bring Van der Beek on. I think Van der Beek has done well when he's come on. City was one of them things. He had 5 minutes. He wasn't going to be able to do much. But when he came on against Atlanta, he done pretty well. What's he going to do? For me, he's going to play Sancho and Van der Beek. And I think, look, it could work for him, but it can work against him as well. Because if the players aren't with him, they're not going to play for him. I think in this current state, if Ole doesn't get sacked within the next couple of days, I said weeks, he's going to be staying for that Watford game. And look, it seems like the board are like, let's just get that next game. We've had that next game. We've had the City. We've had the Atlanta, and we haven't had, we beat Tottenham. We lost to Liverpool badly. We lost to City badly. And we got a draw against Atlanta. Was that a meh for the board? It's like, just about good enough. Like, that's what it seems like. And when I watch us play, it just seems like there's no good tactics. There's no tactics. And with that City game, it looks like we were there at home, playing at home. I didn't mind the 5 at the back. I know a lot of people were kind of against it, but I thought if we play a good team in a 5 at the back, which I knew he wasn't going to do, he was never going to play a Van der Beek or risk a Sancho, a right wing back, even though it seems like he had been preparing the last couple of weeks, so I don't know why they didn't play him there. I didn't mind it because I thought if he plays the Van der Beek, this would be the perfect formation for him to play, but he didn't do it. So look, Ollie is in that position right now where he needs to be confident in his formations, in his lineup, and I think he's going to stick with a 5 at the back. And if I'm going to be completely honest, I think he's going to play Sancho and Van der Beek. And this could save him for the next couple of weeks, to be completely honest. A next piece of news that apparently Ronaldo is in shock with the standards of Man United, and I'm not going to be blunt with it. I'm just going to be like, I'm pretty sure he realised that in the first couple of games. I mean, he didn't, okay, he started off with Newcastle, but he must have saw, as soon as it hit Liverpool, even a Villa or Everton, he must have saw, come on, we played absolutely dreadful. We haven't played well in any game except for the Tottenham, Newcastle and Leeds game. The West Ham game, you can argue, played pretty well, but we've only had 3-4 decent games this season. The rest of it, we have been poor. We've conceded a lot of goals. This just shows that the coaches and the managers are not good enough. And look, there's talks of Potter, there's talks of obviously Zidane and Rodgers, and what can I say? I mean, we don't know that at the moment. Apparently, Fabrizio Romano has released that apparently there's no connection with any other manager. It's very frustrating because I don't know what to think. I really do believe that the board are just going to continue with Oli. Like I said, if he's not sacked within the next couple of days, he's staying. And it's just shocking, with Pogba out 8 to 10 weeks. I'm pretty sure Maguire, Lindelof, and maybe, I don't know, man. I think Lindelof and Maguire mainly are not fit, or they're not, they're not in the best position to play. Of course, with these two weeks off, I don't know if they're going to play for the England games, but I do think that, look, he's going to have to be brave, man, against Watford. He's going to have to play a Van der Beek or a Sancho, and people will say, oh, how really he hasn't played Van der Beek in ages from the beginning, since the Carabao Cup game, but he's going to play him now. I think he is. I think he's in a desperate position. I wouldn't be surprised to see Van der Beek and Sancho. Honestly, I think he's going to play a back five against Watford. Yeah, we're away from home. I think he's gonna be brave but desperate. So that could play against him or for him. We're gonna have to wait and see. Let me know what you guys think about this, because honestly, I am quite shocked that he's not gone. We've lost to Liverpool badly. City was worse than Liverpool for me. Times in that game I had to rewatch that game. And, like I said, I really appreciate the pundits, because I agree with what some points that they say. I do agree with some of them, but I also agree that they don't touch upon the coaching enough sometimes. They blame the players too much, and I do agree, but this all comes down to coaching as well as the players. And I feel like times in that game where Bruno was poor, he chose to jog rather than sprint, because we know when City gets in that final third, when they get into those final positions, especially when they don't play a striker, they're going to be dangerous, man. Bernardo, Mahrez wasn't even playing, but De Bruyne, I thought De Bruyne didn't have his best game, and he was still played a good game, I think even Cancelo had 2 assists in that game, and I think there were times he lost the ball a lot, and we still gave him that opportunity to just be dominant. His balls over the top to whoever it was, Foden or Cancelo is dangerous, and we know he can be a goal scorer as well, and we just let those players really dominate us, and there was no coming back from it. That goal that Bernardo scored, I mean, there was nothing there. I mean, the fact it was lazy from Shaw and Maguire there. And we're lacking kind of that ferociousness in our team. We're not seeing any smart decisions. I do think they're not working hard enough. I do agree with that. But I also do agree that in that game, it was so dominant that the heads just dropped. There was no coming back from that. It was even worse than the Liverpool game, in my opinion. And this just shows, look, if we were playing a Van der Beek, I think it would have been a different game. And Sancho, then again, I can say that. We might have maybe got beaten as well. But these players don't play together enough. One game Rashford's playing with Ronaldo. One game Greenwood's playing with Ronaldo. So you know what I mean? Like, there's no consistency. One game Pogba plays and then McFred play, and there's no consistency here. And he needs to pick a team that are gonna play for almost every game. And I don't know what he's gonna go with now, versus Watford. But I do think he's gonna play Van der Beek and Sancho because he is gonna be desperate. Manager's gonna come in. I don't know. I think Zidane would be perfect for us. Rodgers, Potter. I think a lot of people don't want to take that risk with some of these managers because a lot of them haven't won anything. And, I think Zidane, even though he doesn't speak English, I think it would be perfect for our team. I think he would really put in that, no player's going to be bigger than Zidane. Obviously, there's Ronaldo and Pogba and stuff. And I think Zidane would be perfect for, I think Pogba will stay if Zidane comes. I think Pogba's going to cut if Oli stays. So, look, give me your opinion, guys. Let me know what you guys think. I don't know what to say, man. I think we're in a position right now where it's kind of unpredictable what's going to happen with Oli, and the fact that they've had the week off, what does this mean? You have more players coming back from an international who are obviously not completely fit, but they could probably start a bit earlier than other players that come back. It doesn't make any sense to me, but whatever. Let me know what you guys think. I'm really hoping that we listen, I want a new manager, new coaches, but I do want us to win, essentially. So let me know what you guys think, and I'll talk to you guys later.